Okay, let's take the derivative of this. So remember, I'm taking the derivative with respect to x on both sides. This reminds us when we have an x term, we just do the easy power rule. So derivative with respect to x of tangent of y. So I'm going to take the derivative of the tangent, which is secant squared. We carry the angle y along, and then we multiply by the derivative of y, which is y prime, equals. Okay, so let's be careful about these. So we're going to take the derivative of this, which has product rule. So first, d second plus second, taking the derivative of the first, I'll get 4y to the 1 power times y prime. Excuse me. So then I'm going to take the derivative of this, which is just 12x cubed. Nothing fancy there. And the derivative of this, minus 2. Derivative of e to the stuff is e to the stuff times the derivative of stuff. All right, so now let's identify where the y prime terms are. So all of that term has a y prime. There's a y prime, and there's a y prime. Okay, so I've got two y prime terms on this right-hand side, so I'll use this side. So I'll subtract these two to the other side. So negative 2y squared e to the x minus 12x cubed, right? So those two are taken care of. And I'm going to add or subtract this to the other side. So equals, so I've got this e to the x, oops, a 4 in front, y prime, minus 2 e to the y prime, subtract the secant squared y prime. I'm going to factor out the y prime, and so I'm left with 4 e to the xy minus 2 e to the y minus secant squared of y, and then this side just carries along. And then to finally finish, to solve for y prime, you divide by all of that. Minus 12x cubed all over 4 e to the xy minus 2 e to the y. They're a little cumbersome, right? Equals y prime. And y prime is the slope of the tangent line. All right. So you saw the hyperbolic functions in the previous section. So we're ready to do this. So let's take the derivative of e to the 3y. So derivative of e to the 3y, e to the stuff, is e to the stuff times the derivative of stuff, which would be that. Okay, product rule for this term. First, d second. So the hyperbolic secant is negative. Hyperbolic secant tangent, right? And then carry the x squared along. And then multiply by the derivative of x squared, which is 2x. Okay, that's first d second plus second d first. And then I'm going to go and take the derivative of minus 5y, and the derivative of minus 5y would just be minus 5y prime. So now let's go and identify where the y prime terms are. I've got, whoops, I forgot to put the prime right there, didn't I? I forgot that. Okay, so there's a y prime term, and there's a y prime term. So let's add this to the other side. So I have 3e to the 3y, y prime minus, plus 5y prime equal, and I'm just going to multiply this out just because I can. So negative 2x to the 5th, hyperbolic secant, hyperbolic tangent, and then this is plus hyperbolic secant times 4x cubed. And so to finish it off, we factor out the y prime and divide by what's left over. So I'm just going to take two steps at once. Y prime will equal, I'm going to carry all of this along, hyperbolic tangent of x squared plus hyperbolic secant of x squared 4x cubed all over 3e to the 3y plus 5. And that's it.